Alright, we're here working on a Williams Cyclone. I haven't even turned it on, but immediately you can tell that there's a problem. Now that's a pretty badly corroded battery set. So I'll try cutting that out and see how much damage has been caused to the board. Amazingly, after cleaning up with my stainless steel wire brush, there is very little to no damage. Actually, there's like no damage. I used a remote AA battery pack. Sometimes I see it use the coin batteries, the CR2032s, but today I'm using a remote AA battery pack. We're going to turn it on for the first time after the new batteries are installed. Now you'll get adjustment failure if you don't have the coin door open. If you open the coin door, you'll get factory settings restored because there's a memory protect switch right there that gets automatically closed when the coin door is closed. So just depending on with the position of the coin door, you'll get a different message. For instance, now let's turn it back on. See, there's our factory settings. Okay, so it can't restore the settings unless the coin door is open, and that's what it's looking for. So coin door has to be open. Now we can turn it off. Now when we turn it back on, the game should go into a track mode, and it does. And looks like we got a game. We'll set it on free play. Put the diagnostic switch in the up position. Press that, and we'll go into our AU is audits. We don't care about audits, so I'm just going to scroll through those until I get to AD, which is adjustments. And then I'll go to, let's see, free play, and then I'll press the start button on the front of the cabinet, and it'll go from no to yes. It'll install that feature. Just hold the button down until it goes through all the audits, and now it'll be in free play. So just as a test, we'll turn it off, wait a couple seconds just to make sure that it remembers our free play setting. Turn it back on, and it does. So our batteries are good now, and we can go through the diagnostics and test the rest of the game. One kind of interesting thing about Cyclone is that it uses number 89 bulbs for all the flashers, except for these two right here on this subway. Uses 24 volt 1251 flashers. A lot of times people put the wrong bulbs in. That's why it says Boomerang 1251 in the coil test here. It's because it uses 1251 bulbs for that. So the belt on this Ferris wheel is just wore out. We're going to put a new one in. The original one is urethane. I'm going to use a white pinball rubber, which seems to be a good replacement, and it works fairly well. All I have to do is undo these two screws and a connector underneath, and I can pull this whole thing out. Also on the bottom side of the playfield, I have to remove this piece of metal here because it just won't let the motor pass, and that's just two screws to take that off. Now I can just lift the assembly straight out and remove this wheel and put a new belt. With the E-clip removed, this whole assembly comes off, and then you can gain easy access to the belt and put a new one on. Alright, I ended up using a 2.5 inch pinball rubber, and we can insert this back into the game and reinstall all the parts. With the new 2.5 inch pinball rubber installed, it's working nice. It's not jamming up like it was. It was really jamming up before and was slipping and sliding on the gears. So the new 2.5 inch pinball rubber seemed to work good. I tried a 3 inch. It's too loose. Doesn't work right. It's got to be 2.5. Basically missed them all. It's working good. Send it up here.
Right up.
Yeah, there we go. That's working nice. That's a lot better. Yeah. Say it's working good.